Yo, what's up? I'm San, and welcome back to San Observer.
San Observer.
Today, we are exposing a shadow cartel that is currently rewriting the rules of the global economy. You've heard of oil cartels and drug cartels, but the most dangerous one is invisible. It lives in server rooms, it's powered by billion-dollar chips, and it is the reason your rent is sky high and your electricity bill is exploding. We're talking about artificial intelligence. This isn't just about a chatbot doing your homework, it's about software in a server room changing the price of the dirt under your feet. Today, we're looking at how AI has become the ultimate digital cartel. We're going deep into the land grabs, the energy wars, and the algorithmic price gouging that is leaving the middle class in the dust. Stick around, because the way they are spying on satellites to look at your backyard is a total game changer. Let's get into it. To run models like ChatGPT or Claude at a global scale, you don't just need a few servers in a basement. You need massive data centers that are vast facilities capable of spanning hundreds of acres of flat land. This creates a massive footprint that competes directly with the land required for residential housing. In the past, if a developer saw a plot of flat land near a city, it would be a prime location for real estate to build hundreds of units of starter housing. But today, builders aren't competing with each other. They're competing with Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Meta, companies with cash reserves that dwarf the GDP of entire nations. For a landowner, it isn't even a choice, because these tech giants pay cash and often pay 50 to 70% over market value just to secure the site. In Loudoun County, Virginia, known as Data Center Alley, the local government pulls in nearly $900 million a year in tax revenue from these hubs. But for a regular person, buying a house there is now a pipe dream. This creates an industrial paradox where the influx of high-salaried tech workers and limited land drives prices through the roof. In New Albany, Ohio, the arrival of Meta and Google pushed the local middle class out of their own zip codes as million-dollar listings became the new norm. A data center effectively acts as a real estate black hole, permanently removing land from residential use, where starter homes will never be built. The way AI is reshaping the housing that does exist is even worse, as rent prices no longer reflect simple supply and demand. Corporate landlords don't set prices anymore. AI-driven pricing engines do by ingesting millions of data points on competitor rates and local income levels. These systems have discovered a cold, mathematical truth. It's often more profitable to have empty apartments than full occupancy. If a landlord raises rents by 10% and loses 5% of their tenants, the AI crunches the numbers and sees that the remaining 95% paying more outweighs those who left. This software effectively creates an artificial price floor for rent across an entire city. When every major apartment complex in a region uses the same software, it stops being a market and starts looking like a cartel. Tenants face massive annual hikes regardless of the building's quality, with prices set by what the algorithm calculates the market can handle before breaking. This optimization even extends to the sale process, using AI tools to enhance property photos by scrubbing power lines or generating virtual pools to trick buyers into bidding wars based on an illusion. The energy crisis puts even more pressure on residents, as modern NVIDIA racks designed for AI training require over 100 kilowatts, a 10-fold increase in power density. It is the thermal equivalent of parking a space heater in every square foot of a warehouse and turning it to maximum. Unlike your lights at home, AI chips never sleep and run at 100% capacity 24 hours a day. In 2024, the cost for power plants to stay on standby from this demand jumped by over $9 billion. Big tech doesn't pay that bill. You do, as costs are passed directly to ratepayers as transmission charges. In Maryland and Ohio, monthly bills are projected to jump by nearly $20 just to subsidize data center infrastructure. There's also a hardware bottleneck, as tech giants are pre-ordering thousands of electrical transformers, cornering the supply chain and leaving municipal utilities waiting up to 3 years for parts. This has led to ghost neighborhoods where rows of finished houses sit empty because developers can't get the hardware to turn the lights on. Furthermore, a mid-sized data center uses 300,000 gallons of water a day, forcing households to compete with servers for the water in their taps. In water-stressed regions, tech companies are effectively privatizing the water table, while farmers and families see their utility costs rise. By the end of 2026, Walmart plans to have digital price tags in 2,000 stores, allowing prices to be updated instantly from a central server. In reality, this lays the groundwork for price gouging in the physical world. If sensors detect a spike in foot traffic on a Tuesday evening, the price of pasta sauce can go up 30 cents instantly, a form of invisible microinflation. AI also enables personalized pricing, analyzing your browsing history and device type to determine your willingness to pay. Two people can look at the same pair of shoes and see different prices based on their digital profile. This even affects the hardware you buy, as chip makers shift production toward high-profit AI processors, leading to tech stagflation, where your next laptop costs more but isn't noticeably faster. You're paying a premium just for the scraps left after data centers have claimed the rest. The most insidious cost is insurance, where AI decides if your home is even allowed to have value. Insurance companies now use AI to scan satellite imagery, spotting a single weathered shingle or a tree branch too close to a chimney within inches. These systems don't issue warnings, they cancel policies or spike premiums instantly. In neighborhoods deemed high risk by the algorithm, homes become unbuyable because no insurance means no mortgage. The AI doesn't see families, it only sees probabilities, stripping the middle class of their most important assets with precision. Even companies like Ubisoft have seen the fallout of betting on AI slop over quality, experiencing a 34% stock freefall after canceling multiple games in 2026. Silicon Valley insiders are starting to panic as top researchers quit big tech companies. Yan Like resigned from OpenAI, claiming that safety culture had taken a backseat to shiny products, warning that the company is on a path to creating something it cannot control. Legendary researcher Geoffrey Hinton also quit Google to speak openly about his regrets, warning that AI could eclipse human intelligence in as little as 5 to 20 years. Warren Buffett has compared AI to the atomic bomb, calling it a genie that is partway out of the bottle and not going back in. Buffett worries that AI processes at light speed without human pause buttons, allowing mistakes to spread globally before they can be corrected. He is currently sitting on a massive $382 billion cash pile, positioning himself for what comes next as he waits for the AI bubble to pop. He warns that AI will change everything in the world except how men think and behave. The AI cartel is already deciding your rent, your bills, and your future. But it doesn't have to be this way. Don't forget that hitting that like button and subscribing won't cost you a single cent. It's completely free, but it means everything to us as it helps our community of observers grow and ensures the truth keeps reaching people like you. If you want to know how this same technology was used to track sleeper cells in 2026, you need to watch our investigation into Iran's secret army, or click on the video on your screen right now. I'm San, and I'll be watching. Peace.